She tried to step down like a lady. But the silence of the town screamed danger. And one man's hand changed everything. The wooden wagon creaked as it finally stopped in the middle of the dusty frontier street. Every sound felt louder than it should have been. Boots shuffled. Horses snorted. People watched, but no one spoke. Nora Hale placed one trembling foot on the wagon step. Her dress was torn at the shoulder. Dust clung to her skin. A dark bruise bloomed near her eye, half hidden by strands of loose hair. Still, she lifted her chin. She would not beg. She would not show fear. She tried to step down like a lady. But the moment her foot touched the ground, a low murmur rippled through the crowd. Men stood with crossed arms. Women watched with worried eyes, whispering behind gloved hands. Nora felt it. That heavy feeling of being judged without a word. As she shifted her weight, her injured arm gave way. She stumbled. Before she could fall, a strong hand grabbed her arm. "Careful," a deep voice said. She gasped and turned. The man wore a weathered brown hat pulled low over sharp eyes. His beard was dusted with gray, his shirt rolled at the sleeves. He looked like trouble or protection. Maybe both. "I can manage," Nora said quickly, pulling her arm back. But he didn't let go. His grip wasn't rough. It was steady. Protective. "I know," he replied calmly. "But you shouldn't have to." The town froze. This was no place for kindness. Not like this. Behind them, the sheriff shifted uncomfortably. "That's enough," he muttered. "She's done causing problems." Nora's heart sank. Causing problems? She had been robbed. Dragged onto that wagon. Paraded through town like a warning. And now they blamed her. The man in the hat slowly turned his head toward the sheriff. His eyes hardened. "Funny," he said, voice low but clear. "From where I'm standing, she's the only one here who hasn't done anything wrong." A hush fell over the street. If you're enjoying this story so far, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. More powerful Western stories like this are coming your way. Nora looked at him, stunned. No one had spoken for her before. "What's your name?" he asked quietly, still holding her arm. "Nora. Nora Hale." He nodded once. "I'm Elias Cole." That name meant something. Whispers spread again. Elias Cole, the man who walked away from bloodshed. The cowboy who didn't bow to bullies. The sheriff cleared his throat. "This ain't your business, Cole." Elias stepped slightly in front of Nora. "It is now." The crowd leaned in, sensing something was about to break. Nora swallowed. For the first time since that awful night, she felt something dangerous rise in her chest. Hope. But hope, in this town, always came with a price. And someone in the crowd was already planning how to collect it. The silence didn't last long. A man pushed through the crowd, his smile sharp and cruel. "You protecting her now, Cole?" he sneered. "After what she did?" Nora stiffened. "I didn't do anything," she whispered. Elias didn't look away from the man. "Then you won't mind explaining." The man laughed. "She stole from us. Ran when she was caught." "That's a lie." Nora cried. "They took everything I had." The crowd buzzed again, uncertain now. Elias finally released Nora's arm, but only to stand fully in front of her. "Then let's hear the truth," he said firmly. "All of it." The sheriff hesitated. He didn't like eyes turning on him. Nora took a shaky breath. Her voice trembled at first, but then it grew stronger. "They promised me work," she said. "A place to stay. Instead, they locked me in a barn. When I tried to escape, they beat me." Gasps rippled through the women in the crowd. Elias's jaw tightened. The smiling man stepped back, suddenly unsure. "She's lying." Elias took one slow step forward. "You sure about that?" The way he said it made everyone believe her. The sheriff raised his hands. Enough! We'll sort this out later. No, Elias said sharply. You won't. He turned to the crowd. How many of you saw her dragged onto that wagon? Slowly, hands rose. How many saw her fight back? More hands. Truth, once spoken, couldn't be buried again. The sheriff's face reddened. Fine, he snapped. She's free to go. Free. The word felt unreal. Nora's knees nearly gave out, but Elias steadied her again. Where will you go? He asked quietly. She shook her head. I don't know. Elias looked toward the edge of town, then back at her. You can come with me. No promises. Just safety. The crowd watched in stunned silence as Nora nodded. Together, they walked away. Not as savior and victim, but as two people who refused to let cruelty win. Before you go, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this story because sometimes, one step taken with dignity can change everything.